Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are taking a guided tour of a literal digital fortress. We're going to be looking at Elimu SMS to explore its highly secure front door. We'll be examining exactly how this system handles access, roles, and security to create an absolutely ironclad foundation for school management.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with a welcome to Elimu SMS, then we'll get into managing users and roles, checking out the self-service security features, diving into offline activation and subscriptions, and finally, we'll wrap up with support and audit logs.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1. Welcome to Elimu SMS, the front door.
Take a look at this login screen. Notice how clean and specific it is? It features the school's own branding, in this case St. Mary's High School, front and center to instantly build trust with users. Down at the bottom, the Built by JD Innovation Hub footer acknowledges the developers, while standard, secure username and password fields sit right there in the middle. Basically, everyone, from the principal all the way to the gate guard, starts right here.
But you have to remember, this isn't just a basic web page, it's a strict security checkpoint. The entire connection is secured over HTTPS, meaning all that data is encrypted in transit. If someone walks away from their desk, automatic session timeouts kick in. And if a malicious actor tries to guess a password, no way. The system actively throttles those failed attempts, automatically locking out threats to protect the school's sensitive data.
Let's move on to Section 2, Managing Users and Roles, handing out keys.
Over in the User Management Dashboard, the system administrator creates unique individual accounts for every single staff member. The bursar gets an account, the principal gets one, the teachers, even the security guards. Once they're created, users receive their credentials via email or SMS. And to ensure complete privacy from day one, the system actually forces them to change their password the very first time they log in.
Now, check out this dense grid. This is the access matrix, and it is the single source of truth for the entire platform. By just checking or unchecking these boxes, the administrator dictates exactly what each role can see and do across every single module. There's zero coding required, and the best part, any changes made here take effect immediately, the very next time that user logs in.
To really understand the power of that matrix, we need to understand this concept, role-based access control, or RBAC for short. It sounds incredibly technical, but it's beautifully simple in practice. It just means your digital access is tied directly to your physical job. A teacher, for example, is going to have full access to input grades, but won't even see the button for the school's financial ledgers. Conversely, a bursar can manage fee structures, but cannot accidentally alter a student's chemistry grade. It creates rigid, safe boundaries for everyone. Okay, on to Section 3, Self-Service Security Features, Empowering the Residents.
Elimu SMS provides a very clean, straightforward security page, accessible directly from the user menu. This lets every single user independently manage their own credentials. They don't need to submit an IT ticket or bother the system administrator just because they want to update a simple password.
This whole setup empowers users without sacrificing an ounce of security. Users can change their passwords safely at any time. To update an email address, the system sends a verification link to the new address to make sure it's actually legitimate. Furthermore, sensitive back-office actions require a 6-digit PIN, and changing that PIN requires inputting the current one first. These built-in safeguards are absolutely vital for preventing unauthorized account takeovers. Let's pivot to Section 4. Offline activation and subscriptions, the foundation.
Through the module activation page, schools can see exactly which of the 23 modules are active. But the real magic happens under the hood here. This system utilizes vendor-signed license activation that is completely offline friendly. The server never actually has to phone home to the internet to verify its license.
So you might be wondering, how do you activate software without the internet? Well, it's a clever 3-step handshake. Step 1. When the school's server boots up for the first time, it generates a unique, tamper-resistant site code. Step 2. The school's bursar simply copies this code, maybe shoots it over in a quick WhatsApp message or SMS, to JD Innovation Hub. Finally, Step 3. JD generates a matching, securely encrypted HMAC signed activation code and sends it right back. The bursar pastes it in, and boom, the system is unlocked. This is a real game changer for schools in Kenya, where internet reliability can, fluctuate.
Right alongside activation is the subscription page, which gives absolute transparency to the administration. The bursar can see exactly what they're paying for, how many modules are running, the total student count, and exactly when the next renewal date is coming up.
And just like the initial setup, managing yearly renewals is done entirely offline using that exact same site code process we just talked about.
And that brings us to our final part, Section 5, Support and Audit Logs, Surveillance and Safety. Sometimes, a school really does need technical help directly from the developers. But when JD Innovation Hub support engineers log in, they don't just use some master password. Instead, they're assigned a highly specific IT support role, a level 65 read-only diagnostic access. Engineers can look under the hood to find and fix bugs, sure, but the system's architecture physically prevents them from altering, deleting, or manipulating any of your sensitive data.
To guarantee that level of trust, we have the system logs. Think of this as the ultimate unblinking security camera for the entire platform. It is an immutable audit trail. Every single time a sensitive action happens in Elimu SMS, it's recorded right here, creating a permanent historical record of the school's digital life. Specifically, what is the system watching? Well, if someone logs in, if an administrator changes a permission, or, crucially, if a bursar reverses a fee payment, the log captures all of it. It records the exact identity of the user, the precise timestamp down to the second, the IP address they connected from, and beautifully, the before and after values of whatever data was changed. You literally always know exactly what the record looked like before it was altered.
And this brings us to the absolutely critical takeaway regarding these logs. The database is append-only. That means new records can be added, but existing records cannot be edited or quietly deleted by anyone, not even the highest-level system administrator. Because of this unchangeable nature, the system ensures complete, bulletproof accountability. It's exactly this level of strict record-keeping that ensures schools remain 100% compliant with the Ministry of Education's data policies.
Which leaves us with a final thought to ponder as we wrap up this explainer. We've just walked through an incredibly robust, deeply considered approach to digital security and offline reliability. So I want you to ask yourself, how secure, reliable, and accountable is the front door to your current school management system? Does it offer this level of granular control and immutable transparency? I hope this structured look at Elimu SMS has given you a fantastic framework for understanding what true educational software security looks like. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive, and keep learning.